welcome back to Eximius Craft from the TuesdayCraft server. It's our first episode of the new year, and we have a lot of progress to show you. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. Let's get up out here. So we've turned our attention away from the statue, kind of letting the TuesdayCraft crew do their thing, get in there, get some detail work going. So it's not something I'm going to cover today. I don't want to do too much in the way of spoilers, but we'll cover that in a later episode. But as you can see, I have been busy working on expanding the city. So what we have here is, let's see, we've got 8 new buildings. We have this building right here, and then we have another one behind it. We've added a church, which I really feel kind of makes it feel more of a real city skyline. It had to be a church, so we built a church. And while there is no interiors to any of these buildings, continuing with our theme of not doing interiors before we move on to our next build, the church does have a fully done interior, and I will show that to you guys. So let's jump down here and check out what we've done. So I kind of did a little work in here, tried to soften this area up a little bit. This was my attempt at a custom tree. Yeah, it's not my forte. I tried to kind of do a custom tree. It's okay, I guess. Just, I don't know, not really something I'm particularly good at, I suppose. But I tried to make it look like, with the azalea leaves, like there was kind of like vines hanging from the tree. I don't know if I succeeded, but that was what we were going for. So a little custom tree there. I kind of like that it overhangs the street a little bit too. Kind of neat. This is the first building that I added. So we used prismarine. I've been really wanting to use prismarine, and so we incorporated it here in this build, along with acacia wood. And then on the roof up there is dark prismarine slabs. So we got some use out of our prismarine. And I want to use some more prismarine in later builds as well. And then working our way up here, I missed some scaffolding. Let's get rid of that real quick. Oh, Ratatoska's been over there working on the statue. So this is another build. Now this, for me, this is kind of going to be, I think, a shop. I wasn't sure about, because you can see, I don't know if I like the roof. I stopped there because I knew I had to put these buildings in because I needed that height. I needed all these buildings to be taller than all these buildings, to give it that background. So I stopped kind of here, not sure if I was going to build it up more. I think if I do, it'll cover this up, but I may add a second level to this. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so it's kind of like a little corner shop here as you come around the corner. I think it works. We got terracotta, a couple different kinds of terracotta here, jungle planks as well, and then we've got some dark oak and spruce wood as accents also. Little red sandstone in spots as well. So that's the palette for that build. So these are the first 2 buildings that we installed. And then this back row, I'm really happy with how this came out. So there's 5 buildings here, and there's going to be another one on the end there that I'll show you. What I did was used terracotta. These are all different colors of terracotta. So this is pink terracotta, which I actually really like. I really like this color here. That's yellow terracotta. And then this building over here is actually a light blue terracotta. Now it looks kind of, I don't know, it looks like a grayish purple sort of, but I think it works. But yeah, that's light blue terracotta there. And then this building here is the smaller. We had to, so I wanted these buildings to be the same height and kind of be themed for this street. And then this one here is red concrete. And then we've used some brickwork as well for accents, along with birch wood, smooth sandstone, and some diorite as well. So that is the 4th building on this road. And then this one here, so originally I was going to continue with the terracotta theme, but I decided the lime terracotta was a little dark. And so I went with lime concrete and then just did a little accent with some lime wool just to give it a little extra character. Then the accent blocks for the detailing work on this are quartz and end stone, which we're actually running low on end stone, so I'm going to have to go to the end and get some. Yeah, quartz and end stone. And yeah, that's the that's the other thing I wanted to mention. I did these overhangs, like the shop overhangs, and that is oxidized copper and birchwood. So I think it looks pretty good, I must say. Let's check it out. I do have to finish the roof here. I just put some lanterns up there so mobs wouldn't spawn up there. But as you can see, it looks pretty good from this side as well, I think. I mean, it definitely looks Mediterranean, which is what we're going for. We got a lot of color here. I really like the color scheme we've got over there. It really kind of brightens things up. Gives it kind of a lively punch, I think. Now let's take a nap. I do like looking at the city skyline at night, though, I will tell you. Looks pretty cool, but let's take a quick nappy. Okay. So, we've added this whole back section here, kind of really filled this peninsula out. And then the last build I want to show you is the church, as I'm lovingly referring to as LeChurch, after Monsieur le Capitaine, which I guess that's a little French and not Italian, but hey, nobody cares, right? So I like how this came out. I was happy with it. So we've got quartz as our main block. We've used birch and diorite as accents, and these are actually blackstone mini blocks, which I think is kind of neat. Something a little different. I wanted to switch it up a little bit and try to do something a little unique. And then we used we used deep slate. Yes, we used deep slate up here for the roof, just as we have used the roof over here is blackstone bricks and polished blackstone. So blackstone over here, deep slate over here. So yeah, it's a basic church design, but I mean it looks like a church. We used the city colors for the stained glass, red and yellow. So let's go in and check out the interior, guys. Welcome to the church. And here we are, fully furnished. So we've got the seating. We've continued with the red and yellow city theme on the banners and also the carpeting. I wanted to show you guys this in RTX. The problem with RTX is the banners just show up as plain white banners. And you know, that's not cool. Wish they would do a little more support for RTX, because for example, like the frog lights don't give off any light from ray tracing, which is unfortunate, but ray tracing is still cool. But that's why we didn't do ray tracing. I wanted to show you guys this with it on, because you know, there's a lot of light in here. We've got end rods, frog lights, lanterns. It looks pretty cool. I even tried to do some little details. I put some signs on the back of the seating, make it look like, you know, the little spots where the you know, the Bibles get put in on the back of each seat. And then we have fully enchanted diamond armor and swords on all of these armor stands. And then back here we even have some netherite. I didn't enchant them because I like the black color of that armor. So, and then we've got kind of like the area where you know, speech is made right up here. We got a little like altar type thing going with some of the blocks that the fallback bowl was known for acquiring, such as ancient debris, diamonds, emerald ore. He was a fantastic miner and taught me a lot about mining. And then we have a lot of mob heads. I wanted to give it some character. We got a chandelier up there. We've got a spore blossom up there so we can get the particle effect. Some redstone lamps, some frog lights, little glass accents. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I really like it. I got some more mob heads back here. You know, some of the cooler ones like the skeleton, Ravager, things like that. The Vex, he's cool right there. He looks sinister, doesn't he? We got a ghast over here. So yeah, we just kind of rolled with it and had fun with it. I had a lot of fun working on this project. Oh, we also have the red nether brick accents as well, because I wanted to incorporate some nether materials into this build as well. The fallback was an avid nether miner and adventurer in the nether. He loved being in there and doing things in the nether, so we wanted to incorporate some blocks, some nether related blocks as well. So that's the genesis of that. So this is the one interior that I have done. I'm happy with how it came out. Looks pretty cool, I think. So we have a church added to our city, LeChurch. And one other thing I wanted to show you that I really like about this section of the city is, oh, and here's what I was talking about. There's a spot for one more build, I think. It'll have to be, because there's not a lot of space here, and it's going to have to be tall. So I'm going to have to get creative on making it, look right, if you will. So yeah, we'll have one more build here before I move on to the next phase of the city. And so, but I really like this walk through here in this stretch of town. In fact, I really like this stretch also, coming up this way. That's just a really neat perspective, I think. So, and then you turn left on this road, and we added in the flowers and the accents and the bone meal and the moss blocks. Try to make it look nice, idyllic, if you will. Yeah, we've got some street lights as well too. We used anvils and hoppers to kind of make a street lamp. It's a little bit covered up by that tree, which I like I said earlier, I'm not huge on, I don't have a lot of skill at building custom trees, so I just bone milled this guy and it was huge, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to redo it. But I actually kind of like it. It softens it up, gives it some character to the street. I was expecting something more along the lines of this one, but I actually ended up liking it and leaving it in. But there's another street light, and you can kind of see a little bit better what it looks like when it's not, being overtaken by the tree. But again, I thought it kind of gave it some unintended character, so we rolled with it. So yeah, and it's just kind of a neat street to kind of walk through, I think. Which kind of leads me to where we're going to go next with this build. So let me get a good vantage point so I can show you guys. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to finish up that build right in here, get one more build going in there, and then this section will be complete. And what I'm thinking is a lighthouse right here. Okay, so, and then I'm not 100% on how I'm going to do it yet, but as far as this section goes, but I have some ideas for this lagoon area here. So my thought was get that build done over there, install a lighthouse here, and then I was thinking about doing like maybe a tower on that side of the lagoon, a tower on this side of the lagoon, and making like a bridge, some kind of a neat bridge, so you can, when the boats come in, they come in under and through the bridge. And then I'm still debating, I might tear this out and put in a little island here, maybe a spot for fishing boats to come in and dock or something along those lines, or I may just expand this out into a peninsula. Haven't decided yet. If you guys have an opinion on that, let me know in the comments what you think. But yes, one more build over there, lighthouse, 2 towers with a bridge, and then develop this little lagoon area. And then beyond that, I'm not really sure. That's kind of where I'm at right now, but I really think this is starting to look sharp. I really think it's kind of coming along, and there's another good vantage point from over here that I like, because you really get a feel for all the variation in the buildings when you're down here looking at it. 'Cause I'm usually up, flying around trying to get different vantage points, but if you take a look at things down here, starting from this side and just working your way over, it really is starting to come along nicely. I'm really happy with how it's coming out. So hopefully you guys are enjoying, seeing the progress of the city and how things are developing along. So yeah, that's where we're at. We've added 8 new buildings to the city. I think there's 20 some buildings in total now, somewhere in that neighborhood. And yeah, we'll come back to the statue later and let the TuesdayCraft crew kind of do their thing. We'll cover that in another episode. But yeah, this is where we're at, guys. Major city expansion. Really happy with how it's coming out. Got new shops, new residential buildings, a church added to the city as well. And there's going to be more development. I'm really excited about how I have this vision in my head of how this is going to look with the lighthouse and the towers and the bridge and the lagoon area. There's really some cool potential there, and I have some great ideas for that. So once I get that last building in, then it'll be the lighthouse, and then I'll start to puzzle out this lagoon area, and then we'll go from there. But we are determined. This is going to be a proper tribute to the late great Fallback Bull. We're going to honor him with this build, and it's going to be something special. It is already special for me and for the TuesdayCraft crew. So, but that's where we're gonna stop for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas or opinions on how to continue to add character to the city, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody, and have a great day.